Yay Media Group.
Welcome to another episode of the Perfect Pair podcast. Rock Teezy's who I be.
And I'm Crystal, Rock T's better half.
She sure is, man. And for y'all that's just joining the podcast, you just like maybe your first episode, welcome. Welcome to Happy Land.
Mm-hmm.
And welcome to the most popular woman on the internet with an opinion.
What? Well, I received that, but I don't care. Listen, I do have an opinion. I don't know about the other part, but I do have an opinion.
and you know what it is? And people, people that follow the podcast and listen, this is just everything that you hear on this podcast is our opinion. We are not the experts in how
at all.
We learn how to be super happy with each other. Like we learn how to be very, very happy with each other.
This is true.
Does our way work for you? Hey, man, we can always challenge you to say, hey, we tried it this way. It worked for us. You try it. If it works, great. If not, then it is what it is. But you just got to learn how to follow each other and learn each other. And if you do that, man, everything's going to be great. This week, what we talking about there? Come on.
I knew it. I saw it. Oh, I saw it. I was like, what?
I didn't say it last week.
You didn't. Dang. Oh, I knew it was coming. Okay, So this one it really touched my heart, and I get a lot of questions about this all the time. But Judge Mathis, his wife, had filed for a divorce. I can't remember the number of years. I think it was like 30-something.
It was a long time.
Like 30-something years, she went to file for a divorce for, how you say that word? How you say it? I often say erectile, sorry.
I know something differences.
Yeah.
We know what it is.
Dang,
but go ahead.
what is that word? I can't even think of it.
It'll come to you. But that word.
It's like they can't come to they can't come to an agreement.
Right.
I don't know.
It'll come to you, but I ain't about to jack it up.
Okay, right. You won't let me do it. Okay, I don't care. Because I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
Differences. They grew apart.
I have it like at the tip of my tongue and I just can't say it. But anyway, so she filed for that reason. And, on TMZ, they saw him and they asked him what's going on. He was like, yes, my wife's filing for divorce, but I'm fighting for my wife to get her back.
Oh,
I want her back.
That's dope.
Like, you haven't seen that video?
Oh,
we got to show the video or let y'all hear the clip. But he pretty much says, I'm fighting for my wife back and I'm going to get my wife back. Yes, it was the worst day of my life when I received that. And he was like, but when you have... He said, it's just because, I'm always busy working.
And she's probably gave him some signs.
Yes. And so he was like, I'm going to do everything I can to fight for my wife back. Now, after I watched this video, I was just, one makes me more of a fan of Judge Mathis because I love his story. If y'all don't know his story, he's been in prison. He went through he was incarcerated, all that stuff. He became a judge. Now he has the show and he really tries to help these young people, any black kid, not just black kids, any kids that's in the system. He gives back. He does a lot of things. He has his own kids. He's just a really, really good man. And another thing that I love about him, because this is not shown often, and I know, especially in our black community, and I know he probably got a lot of backlash on it. Like one of his sons is part of the LGBTQ community.
Right.
And he embraced it.
Absolutely.
And he shows it. He is like letting everybody know there's no judgment. I love everything about my kids. This is and that. And he got a lot of backlash about that. But I just feel like that shows more of him being a man. Because at the end of the day, when your kids grow up and they're grown, that's their decision on who they spend the rest of their life with. So
absolutely.
There's nothing else you can do.
Absolutely.
So back to the question that I was sent when they sent me this video. And they was like, what do you do with Rock T being so busy? And then how is it like, is Rocky so busy? Like, do you feel like you would do the same? Like, or is it hard? This is and that. And my answer to that is, it is hard. It's hard at first. And then as it keeps going and going, I started to realize, why don't I get more involved in what he's doing and supporting him, and then also getting him to want to support me in what I'm doing.
Right.
So it's like we kind of he's still busy though. So let me tell you why I understand where the wife is coming from to divorce him, because it's like, I know she's probably had this conversation with Judge Mathis about showing up.
Many times.
He has a new show coming up, so now he's always gone traveling to record his show, this is and that. What she's asking from him is to be there for her and be present with her when he's there. Because just because you're at the house, my husband does this a lot. He is on the laptop. He's on the phone. He's on working on something. He's doing this. And then like his downtime for him to relax, he loves just going out there doing yard work. He loves just, like this, that relaxes him. I don't understand it, but that's him.
Sure do, Jack. Therapy.
Right. So he goes out there and do that. So to me, it was like, what about me? Why can't you have that relaxed time with me or, show me that affection? I think what she's getting from is when he's there, when he does show it, it's like, are you showing her that same affection? You remember when we first got together, you always wanted to touch me.
Right.
And like if we're out in public, you're holding me by my waist.
Right.
And you're making me feel sexy. You're making me feel like I am beautiful. And I'm not even gonna lie. Recently, my husband just had a huge event called Invest DFW, which was amazing and was mind-blowing.
Shout out to the team.
Right. They did amazing. What made me feel so good, because he was so busy preparing for this event, when he saw me, it was just like he lit up.
Like a kid in the candy store. That's my baby.
Oh, here you go. He made me feel so beautiful. I'm not even gonna lie, because the way he held me, it was just the way he touched me, the way he wanted me to come around. And it was just like, okay, I love that. But I also need other people to understand, other men and husbands to understand that it can't stop there.
Right.
It's like you go home. You can't go home and then go back to your, I'm working again and this is and that. Go home and lay with her. Go home and have dinner with her. Have lunch. Spend time with her. Like, show her that you loved her and this is her giving her her time. Like, I feel like that's what she's missing.
Yeah.
They have grown kids. They got grandkids now. So she's in this beautiful big house.
But not happy.
But not happy because her husband's not there, because it sounds like she wants her man, she wants her friend back.
Right.
She wants what they used to do back. Pay attention to me. And that's so important on so many levels when these men are so busy. I understand things are going to sacrifice, but it should not be your marriage.
Right. So I'm glad you brought that up, because, we always like to share our personal stories on how we relate to these questions that's being asked to us. And that was the main reason why I wanted you to come back. Like, listen, and even when they introduced me to the stage, we're talking about the Invest DFW event. I'm like, man, I want you by my side. I don't want this. This is bigger than Rock T. This is my friend, my best friend. Rock T wouldn't be Rock T without Crystal. So, and I don't want you behind me. I'm kind of pulling you out like, yeah, I'm the king, that's my queen. I want you right here beside me. And matter of fact, I want you maybe up a little front, a little ahead of me. So I made sure when we came out there, boom, you was right here. And I'm like, and I wanted to make sure that I properly greeted you and let you know how much I appreciate you.
He did. It was cute. And it felt really good. And I think Judge Mathis does the same for his wife.
Right.
I feel like when it comes to events and he embraces his wife in that way, in that manner. But I also think it kind of stops at that point, because he goes back home, it's back to work again. Because you almost got on my nerves, because you went, all right, next thing, this is what I'm about to be focused on. I'm going hard on this. And I just look like, if he go home and start this without looking at me,
fellas, you gotta
without looking at me, embracing me,
learn from this,
making me feel like I'm cute.
Yeah, no, these are good points.
And then it's another thing. I have to be real. The sex life, when they're busy like that, you can't get it in that often, because they're gone or you're tired or something.
Or they little quickies.
And they too quick. And it can't be that. And they too quick. And he just ain't no wait.
But that's shoot, the time.
Rocky, don't you go?
Cause somebody be snoring over there.
Wait.
Snoring with the mouth open.
Okay, enough. But I'm saying is, it's like then the sex life becomes an issue because it's like you're working so hard, you're so tired, you're this, and that.
Look, let me say,
stuff start to sacrifice. So my thing is like, okay, once somebody, like your spouse is helping you and supporting you in that way, you have to see that.
Yeah.
And like when y'all go places and y'all go somewhere, make it seem like you're proud. Like, Ish, I don't want you to you should feel like I'm proud of who's with me. And
absolutely.
Like how you do when you first got with them and you wanted to embrace them, you wanted to touch them, you had the light touches, the rubbing and this. Like all of that makes a difference.
So let's stop right there.
What? Oh my God. Here
This is all good stuff. She preaching. My wife is preaching. So it go both ways. So ladies, wives, women, same thing. Because especially now that she's starting to get like, she's actually more busy than I am now.
No, I'm not.
With her program, Premium
I'm
Secure.
just now about to get busy.
Let me tell you something. I love it though. Because,
but I haven't,
you're finally fulfilling a purposeful dream that you've always been in your head.
And I'm hyped.
And the way you running that program and you empowering them girls and them young women, oh, I love it. I love to see you coming in the house and you the one got to leave. Okay, honey, I gotta go. Well, I love it. Like
I do.
That doesn't bother me because I know when you do slow down, you do all the things that you're
right.
All the advice you preach. But
first, wait, let me
wait a minute. But this one time, I gotta call you out, Jack.
Oh shit! What I
So
do?
I go from
What?
Cincinnati.
Oh,
We broadcast from Cincinnati.
Oh, remember that?
Back home. Then from back home, then I go to, I think, Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Come back home. So I'm literally, it's like 3 back-to-back trips.
In DC, yeah, he was in
And
3
then
different
DC.
states within 7 days.
For the Congressional Black Caucus. And I was in D.C. for like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, 4 days.
And I come home.
Oh, I did.
And normally, she's like, honey, we do that whole, it's like we're 16 again. And this time, I walk in the house, hey, man, okay.
He did. He asked me something, but I was like,
So what's wrong with you? I'm thinking like maybe her back is hurting or her neck. 'Cause I know when she's in pain that, listen, I don't care how happy she want to be.
Right,
she's
right.
going to be
It
like,
just
man,
ain't
I'm
gonna
sorry. But I know that about her, so it don't bother me.
I did.
So that's why the first thing I was like, is your back, everything cool? You're like, yeah. And she was real short. I'm like, what's going on?
Right.
I didn't ask no questions. Because sometimes after you ask a couple questions, whatever, go back and listen to some of my early episodes.
Right. Don't
ask
keep
the questions. Don't keep asking the same questions. Because if she ain't going to give me no answers after I've already asked, I'm going to give her her moment now.
See, and the thing is, and this is where I apologize.
Nah,
so
thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
That's
I do. I apologize. It's just like with my girls program, a lot of information is brought to me. So sometimes I have times where I just process. It just so happened, like literally right when he got home, it was kind of one of those moments like, I can't stop if you come in and hype because it's going to disrupt everything. And then I just kind of was just like, okay. And then I'm like, still trying to process everything that was being told. Like, and then I'm like, okay, we're going to probably have to do this, and that. So I'm just thinking of everything I got to get done as I'm getting stuff ready in the house, getting laundry done, trying to figure out what we're going to eat. Is he hungry? I know he hungry, so I got to figure out that too. So I'm like going around and I'm like, hey, you want something? He's like, well, yeah. Oh. Like, it's like he afraid to ask for something to eat at this point. And I didn't know how to tell him. And it really came from, like, that was probably the first time I understood what it's like for him to be busy and going around, and then I come in like, hey.
Right.
And he's kind of like, hey.
Right.
And I'm like,
why you short? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm just got to finish this, whatever.
Right.
No, but I'm glad. Listen, here's why I'm glad that happened. Even though at the moment I'm like, okay.
It hurt his feelings.
It was like,
it did.
What's going
sorry.
on? But I'm
so
glad
sorry.
it happened so you can put yourself into my shoes.
Right.
Sometimes. And as a couple, all my couples out there, sometimes you gotta go through it so you can kind of know what it feels like and get that understanding.
Right.
So now moving forward, you ain't gonna have no issues.
So he'll know, like, okay, don't let me do her like that.
Yeah.
But I also hate when he does this because I know he's trying to make a point to listen to me. Like when he's in the midst, I'm like, babe, I'm telling him something. He's just like, yeah, he'll be like this. He'll have this. He'll be like,
Just put it down.
Like, don't hurry up and let me hurry up and tell the story. Now I don't want to tell it because I feel like you got an attitude about me wanting to tell you because I stopped you in the middle of what you was doing.
You stopped me in the middle of what I was doing.
But don't do that. Don't be like,
because you see me.
So I'd rather you just be like, babe, can I finish this real quick?
And I do that sometimes.
Right, but don't he'll be like,
well, let me tell you why.
Like, let me hurry up and finish listening to her.
Because
like,
you know what you're doing.
No.
When she realized, okay, she'll start talking. She'll start telling me about something. When she know I'm busy. She sees that I'm in the middle of something. And she'll start, it's one thing just to say something, and then be gone, be done with it. But she'll get to going. That was a full story that comes with it. And I'm like, babe, you see me? So I'm like, okay, I'm listening. I'm really trying to listen.
You're not.
But then when you realize that I'm kind of like trying to get back to what I was doing, because you realize it.
I do, because he keep looking back. I'm talking, he be like.
Her talking. She's perfected the art of pacing herself when she talks without stopping. Because if she
they listen to me on the podcast.
If she stops for 2 seconds, that's my way of saying ha ha and be getting in. But she's like, keep going, and she don't pause. And I'm like, woman,
you see how he's out here.
Pause. Give me a way. It's double dutch. I'm over in my head. I'm double dutch. Like I gotta get in. So that's when I get to the point and say, you know what? Let me go ahead and just hear her out.
And then finally, I'll be like, okay.
20 minutes later.
I don't try, but now I'm getting better. Like I'm getting better.
Not in that area.
Oh, okay. Well,
if you see me, all you gotta do is be like, babe, when you get finished, I want to talk to you about something.
But he don't ever be finished. Because when he get finished, guess where he go? Outside.
No. I'm going to finish with what I'm doing at that moment before I start the next thing.
Okay, y'all remember today, what he said. When we come back, and I'm going to be like, babe, remember that when I said that? I promise you, he going to be doing stuff like, and then he'll be like, okay, I'm going to get back to you. And it's going to be, we going to have the podcast again by the time I'm like, remember that time you said I was going to get back to you?
No, I'm going to finish what I'm doing at that moment before I start anything new. Boom. So what you want to talk about, babe?
Okay. I'm going to do that.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm going to do that. I'm going to work on that. I am.
That's it.
I'm going to work on that.
She still be interrupting my football games when I'm watching my football.
Babe,
walking all slow and then all of a sudden stop right in my sight.
No.
Like,
Rocky, I have not done it.
You did it last night.
I did.
Yes. Yes. You hold Layla Bear. Hey, Layla Bear. Hey, Layla. That's right. Did Daddy feed you?
My bad.
And you're right in front of me. I'm like.
I did.
And it's always right before a play's about to start. They're at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, my God.
Blue 32. Here she come. I was like, maybe we should get past me before they hike the ball. And every single said hut, she's right there. And she got a bad habit. It's not a bad habit, but she got a habit of swaying. She sways a lot. She sways back and forth a lot. When she's sitting still, she sways. So I'm over here trying to look this way. Here she comes swaying. I'm coming back over here. I'm like, we both doing this.
And then I'm like, babe, why are you going back and forth? He said, I'm trying to watch the football game. I'm like, oh.
Just get on
That's
through.
what we do. Wait, Harmony be at home and be dying laughing at us. She was like, y'all are hilarious. And my son don't laugh at us at all. He don't even pay us no mind.
He used to it.
Right. He just like, Harmony was laughing all summer, but my bad, babe. I really was not trying to be in your way. I really feel like I was doing good this season.
No.
Damn. And the season just started. I got to do better.
Because when you got something in your head, you got to get it out. And you just going to talk. And get it out, okay. and you ain't gonna stop until you get it out.
I wish she would. Okay, this week, I'm gonna be gone anyway. Okay.
I'm so alone.
He lying. First of all, when he do that, Rocky be happy I'm gone. Do you hear me? He be happy. And he be acting like, babe, I miss you so much.
I do miss you.
All right, let's go to bed. All right, I'm supposed to watch this game. All right, I miss you too. Okay, I love you, bye. What? Rocky.
I do be tired, man. We having them long days, man.
I don't care. Like, oh, Rocky, and he be lying. Somebody he missed me. I never forget when I was on my girls trip. I was like, dang, babe, I was gone for 4 days. That seemed kind of long this time. I really missed y'all. He was like, dang, that was quick. I said, Rocky? He I didn't mean it like that. Yes, you did.
I didn't mean it like that. It was like that. It went by quick. That's all I meant.
But he like, I'm so all alone. And so how did it go by quick if you're so alone and you missed me so much?
Oh, babe, I do miss you when you be gone. I can't wait till you get back. But those 4 days went by quick.
It be toasty in the house when you be gone. I don't be freezing.
Shoot, now there are some perks. There's
Rocky.
some perks about it.
Rocky! What? That is wrong.
No.
What is wrong with you?
Look, because you be having it freezing in the house, man.
No,
So, yeah, that's
feels
one of the
good.
things I can, warm it up just a little bit. So,
We feel like we got off task a whole bunch. But,
oh, no, people need to see and hear this, man, because people go through everything that we go through.
Mhm.
But here's the key, guys, and we've been saying this since episode number 1. It's okay. You're going to have differences. You're going to get upset. You're going to get bothered, frustrated. You're going to have arguments, all that kind of good stuff. But it's about how you compromise to get through it. Like what we just did is literally 95% of the time how we resolve our differences. Like she gets so mad now sometimes when I do something that bothers her that she starts laughing about it.
I laugh, but let me tell you, at the moment though, I'm hot. I have to be quiet. Listen, y'all. He is understanding that. And I learned this from a lady that been married. I'll never forget. She was like, I think it was like 50-something years or something. She was saying they was married. And I'm like, what do you do when they don't listen or they don't do this? She was like, get quiet. Y'all don't understand.
That works.
When that wife get quiet, they know something wrong. Cause think about it. Like when that time when he got home, I'm gonna kiss him like, hey, I just was quiet because I was doing my stuff. He thinks something's wrong. So then now they want to figure out, okay, what did I do wrong? They starting to think. It's going in their head.
Did
what
I say something last night?
Did I forget to hang up something? Because that's what he would do. He forget everything. And so like he forget to do something. And then if you start doing it yourself, that also helps them be like, oh, I should have did that. Right. But I'm up here hanging this raggedy mirror and it was your job to hang my mirror up. We ain't going back to that. But
we resolved that already.
Right. You get quiet and you start doing it yourself. Your husbands respond better. And you know what? This brings me to another point, and I'm not going to go too long on this. This woman kept saying, how do you, like, I'm tired of yelling at my husband. I'm yelling at him for everything.
That's something good.
And I felt like as soon as she said yelling, but when she started saying everything she was yelling about, it was just like anything he did just was not right. And she was like, he forgot to put the gas cap on my. Did you yawn in the middle of me talking?
It wasn't that, baby.
Did y'all see that? Whoever watching the YouTube channel saw. Did y'all see that?
It wasn't because I wasn't interested in what you were saying.
This one I started talking. He said he did without the noise.
It was a random yawn, babe.
Eyes watering, everything. That's like a moment. Like I'm ready for this to be over with. Okay.
No,
Just like damn.
that was just a random yawn. It came from nowhere. I don't even know why my eyes are watering.
I'm tired.
Oh man,
Just let me.
that was funny though.
Hey. Golly, you really yawn.
Go ahead.
I forgot what I was saying now. What was I talking
about? The lady, and she always yelling when she's talking to him.
Yelling. So she said he forgot the gas cap on her gas thing. When he brought food in, he didn't get her food out. And he told a story. Somebody was talking about their kid wetting in the bed. He said his son's still wet in the bed too because he anxious. So she got mad at him and yelled at him, don't you be telling my son business to random strangers at the school play. And so she was just mad like about everything. And then I'm like, it just seems like nothing he's doing is making you happy. I feel like it's more to the story.
There's got to be more to the story.
And I was like, because you're saying you're mad. These are all kind of little things. Yeah, it would probably get on my nerves and be like, why would you do that? But to yell at him, then she said it. He has ED.
Oh.
And she's like, she tries to help him through that process by probably not making him feel like a less of a man or anything, but he's not really doing anything about it. I said, girl, that's why you frustrated, because you ain't got none in a while and he ain't beat your back in.
Ain't got a chance to release some of that tension.
Right. That's where this is coming from. And I'm not trying to be funny, but girl, that's what it is. You're sexually frustrated.
Message.
You really are. And to me, have him go to a doctor. He needs to attend a doctor. Like, I wouldn't suggest going to the gas station.
Yeah, you don't want to stay away from them rhino pills.
Right? I mean, I don't know, because of course I'm not a man. I don't know how that works. But I really do believe that men, as they get older, once you get over 40, y'all got to start paying attention to that stuff down there. And if stuff ain't acting right, go to the doctor just to see what's going on. They could suggest some stuff. But y'all know what? Also, them little Chinese places, like if y'all got like a Chinatown type community, they have like natural remedies.
Healthy stuff.
That can kind of help you in that area. So you don't have to go to a doctor and get medication if that's not what you want or prefer. But it also could be something else. I don't know. But that is, I told her, that's why you frustrated. I really don't have an answer for you besides telling him to go get help.
What's the recap? Did she ever?
No, I don't know what it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
It's like he needs to go get help because at the end of you're sexually frustrated.
Yeah,
and that is a real. I don't think people understand that. That is a real thing, and everybody needs to release. That's why people in prison, I don't understand how they make it work. Because, but you see how they make it work.
You understand
because you would need to allow them to have those conjugal.
That sounds right.
Right, visits. They need them.
Right.
They need them.
Yeah.
Like because they need to release, and I don't know. I told her I don't know. I really don't have a good answer besides telling you need to take him to the doctor. He needs to go to the doctor to get that figured out. Because I promise you, I would not make my husband feel less than a man or anything. I'd be like, we going. I'm setting this doctor's appointment up. You going to a neurologist because they're gonna figure this out. We going to Chinatown.
We gonna get something, dog.
We going. We going. Do you hear me? We're going.
We're teaming up, Jack.
Right. We're like, it's okay.
Right.
And I feel like it's embarrassing to some men, but I feel like us women, we can't. How we gonna shame them for stuff when we get older? Stuff happen to us.
Yeah, because I'm gonna say it.
What? Say what? What's wrong with me?
Yeah, I've always said it.
What? What's wrong with me?
Like when you ask me how you look in a certain outfit, or
listen. I don't ask Rocky them questions really no more. I just allow him to say if he see it and he says pretty, okay, good.
Yeah.
Because if it don't look right, I know the truth may hurt my feelings.
That's it, man.
And I've learned that, and my friends had to teach me that time. Like, girl, you walked into that. You asked him, do I look big in this or do I look fat? And he was just like, oh. Every time the start, you know, he's gonna say something that hurts my feelings because he told me I needed to work out. Shame on
because
him.
I'm your friend, and what you always say about real friends, I'm your real friend.
But yeah, so that's why I feel like you need to tell him to go get help and stuff because I feel like the next step y'all gonna probably be divorced or you gonna cheat on him.
Message.
Because that's what's gonna happen. Because you want your back blown out. That's at the end of the day. That's what you want. Any woman, and if you're in your 40s and I'm a woman in my 40s now, let me tell y'all something. We like it to be blown out.
So do, Jack.
And
we like blowing it up.
Rocky.
Fellas. Oh.
Rocky. But
right,
it's true. Like, we like that. And so if you're not able to keep up with that and something's happening, it's okay. Go get help. I suggest he go get help. And I really want to know what happens. But she's so frustrated. It's because she's not getting any.
Yeah.
Because I feel like she looks at him less than a man. And I was like,
Probably
you need to change the way you're thinking and looking at him.
That's why she's yelling at him about everything because
right, and you're treating him like a child now.
Absolutely.
So you're not even treating him like your partner anymore. It's like you have no respect for him. And then he didn't land the job that you said you helped. Oh, that was another thing. She helped him and prepared him for an interview that he was going in. And she said he still couldn't land that job.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you're making him feel less of a man.
You need to hit the time out.
Right, and you're not helping the situation at all.
Right, yeah, you can't add gas to the fire.
Right, you're not turning him on either by doing that. So even if he is turned on and want to do stuff, he can only even want to make you happy in other ways.
You just brought up a good point. I know because they did go to the doctor, right?
No.
And they found out, so they never did?
He hasn't been
So we don't even know if his ED is real or not.
No, the ED part is real.
Okay.
But he hasn't went and done anything else.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's back up because you just brought up a good point.
What?
He obviously ain't attracted to her either. And probably one of the reasons is because of the way she treat him.
Right.
Think about it.
Right.
If you always hollering, yelling, first just negative and just you ain't got nothing good to say. You walking around mad at the world and you just always coming at him in a negative way. He can't. I'm not gonna get excited about you sexually. It's
Right,
like
but
he's frustrated too.
Right.
So we don't know the whole story. There's two sides to everything, but maybe it's not ED. Maybe it's just like he just fed up with her and just like I can't. You ain't doing that for me.
I need to look that up. How does that work? How do you like? Is that really like a I don't know. I don't want to say disease or a condition.
It's a condition, obviously.
It's a condition.
Hormones stop firing as well as they should.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sex hormones or whatever.
So that's when they get something to help their sex hormones.
Exactly.
Usually it's testosterone.
Oh, okay.
Pick that testosterone up a little bit more.
Right. So that's what
Get
I'm
that
saying.
blood back circulating.
So, okay, it's just a condition and it could be helped. You could help make the condition better. That's my thing. And I feel like she's not helping him do that.
Right.
Like, or encouraging him and supporting him in that matter. Instead, you making him feel less of a man.
Absolutely.
And that's making him be like, I don't even want to do it to you anyway.
Exactly.
I'm glad it don't work.
So I think it's both. I think it's in both situations. They both kind of add a little gas, little fire to the fire, whatever.
Yeah, but I don't think Judge Mathis had that problem because I don't know how it went to that. But I got ADD and I thought about that.
I think that situation he just got really, really busy.
Right, and he know that he's gonna go back and fight for his wife, and I think he should. And I think every busy person, not just men, is just when you are so busy and you have a spouse supporting you, you need to find time and make time for that. And I understand every successful person is gonna have to sacrifice something. I'd rather sacrifice a couple of hours of sleep so I can make sure I can be with him for a second.
Message.
So it's just like, you know, you don't have to sacrifice your family and everything. It could be your sleep. And honestly, I just look at it as I'm gonna sleep on a plane when I'm traveling, or I'm gonna sleep over here.
Or bring your mate with you. Like
Right.
I like when you come with me on my trips.
Right, but the point, I think, again, his wife was more saying the more intimate, like I do go with you on your trips, I do all that. I need the more me and you.
Right.
Let's focus on us.
And we find a lot of that when you like on those trips sometimes.
Right, we do, but you making it still like it's us. It
Right.
ain't all about work.
Right.
So it's still a difference. It's just trying to figure that out. So to me, that's my 2 cents with us on how I deal with him being very busy, and now that he's dealing with me being busy.
So.
Right, because I'm about to be gone in the next
Another 4 she finna go for 4 days.
What?
You finna be gone for 4 days.
5 days. I'm gonna be gone for 5 days, and then in 2 weeks I'll leave again, and then I'm back home for a week.
See how the
and then
role is switched a little bit?
I leave again for another week. So I'm getting a little busy.
A little busy.
A little busy.
But I love it because
So
this smile right here is like she's like.
I am excited though. I love all of it.
She really has found her purpose.
I did. So,
And I love that stuff. So
yeah, I just think, communicate, talk to each other. Oh, I'm going to end on this. The Invest DFW, a couple was on there that they do.
Jeff and Marissa Allen.
Right. And
They own Society Cookies.
listen, if y'all ain't had one of these cookies,
Them things off the chain.
only buy one, because if you buy more, you're going to eat them all at once.
Oh, man. Them things off the chain.
Oh. Garrett,
Thing-
I'm going to bring you some.
Them things
Promise.
off the chain.
Like, they're amazing. So anyways, they said something so good. And they was like, how do y'all are able to work together even though y'all married? And he was like, it's just we learn to have clear communication. So when you're in business, you have clear communication. When you're with your boss, your supervisor, when y'all working together, y'all have clear communication. He said, not with them doing that, working together as business partners, that has helped them in their marriage to be clear on what they want from
Come
each
on
other.
now.
So I feel like when you're in a marriage, be clear about what you want. Those clear communication and understanding of what's going on, and not leaving some blurred lines in there where you
It
kind of
ain't
guess.
personal. It ain't personal.
Right. So just communicate.
If you
and
don't
be
do this,
clear.
it's going to get personal.
Right.
If you don't do it like that.
Because you're going to take things and you're going to do a lot of assuming. And it's so much.
Then it's going to become tick for tack. You
Right.
did this. I did it because you did that and you said that.
Oh my God, yes. So yeah.
There it
I
is.
just think have clear communications on what you want and follow through.
Period. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a great episode. That was really a good episode. Perfect Pair Podcast. Continue to tell a friend to tell a friend. Continue to live your life
Rocky.
happy.
Bye.
Deuces!